frickin' laser beams.
Hey guys, thanks for checking in. Today we're going to play with lasers. And the laser we're using today is the Mantis Blackbeard AR-15 auto resetting trigger laser system. So assembled, it looks like this. This is a dedicated UTM lower. I put a different upper on it. The other upper is a big long thing. This guy is not, but we've got the battery pack as a magazine, and there's a bolt carrier charging handle. So we've got the red showing you that it's inert and it does the lasery stuff. And it's pretty cool. I have been playing with it for the last few weeks. I unboxed it a couple weeks ago, and I actually filmed it, which I don't normally do unboxing, but there you go. And been using it around the house with some of these reduced size targets, like orange in the back. I don't know what the orange is necessarily for, but you can get these at the Amazons. That's where I got these. In fact, there's a link down there where you can just buy these right at, and gets me a little commission, although not much, because Amazon doesn't really pay. Nobody makes money, but I don't know anyone who makes money with an Amazon shop. But you know, if you buy some, it'd help if you bought it using my link. Anyhow, back to the laser system itself. It's a bolt carrier unit, and there is a battery unit. I will go ahead and give you my favorite thing, and then anything that I might not like. So, favorite thing about it. My favorite thing is that the way the system works, when you press the trigger, hammer drops, and you get one laser blast. That's it. It's not on while the trigger is pressed. And then the mechanism inside the bolt carrier has a motor and whatnot, and the battery from the magazine powers that, and it resets the hammer. So that's awesome. Absolutely love it. I will do a head-to-head comparison video with at least one other product on the market. Just not going to be in this video. In this video, I just want to talk about the Mantis, the Blackbeard. I specify the Blackbeard because Mantis also makes the X10 unit, which I have up here on the front of this particular rifle. It does something entirely different. So with the Blackbeard, the fact that you get one laser burst is awesome, and the fact that it resets the trigger is also awesome. What a great product. Downsides, possibly if there are downsides. It has a large battery pack in it. It is a lithium-ion battery, so it's essentially like, you know, a booster box for your phone, like it's just, but it's shaped to click into an AR-15 magazine, which is cool in its own right. That's got a couple guys up top that connect to the bolt carrier to supply the power, a couple little probes. But neat part about it is there are 5 lights on the top of this, so you can see how much charge you have left. There's a button on the side where you can see if it'll give me 3 bars. So it tells me it's like 60%. I guess that would be 20% each. Doesn't really say in the instructions. It uses a mini or micro USB cable plug. Everything I own is a C cable, so they did send a cable, thank God, because I'd have had to dig one up somewhere. I just wish everything was a C cable. It would charge faster, because that was the other downside. This came completely depleted, and I plugged their cable into a power strip that had some USB slots on it, so it was, you know, just a regular old power supply. And it took a long time. Like, it had to charge overnight to get to 100%. Now, when I plugged that same cable into a Samsung fast charger box, it charged faster, which I don't know necessarily if that's okay according to the folks at Mantis. It does come with a little postcard size instruction sheet, which I lost. So I don't know where I put it. And there's the other, if I gotta come up with a complaint, the instructions for the Blackbeard aren't on Mantis's website. There's a lot of literature on the X10, but not as much for the Blackbeard. So I don't know if they recommend or don't recommend a fast charger. I also went to class for a weekend, and I had plugged this thing into the gun, did some dry fire practice in my house, and set it, flipped the safety on, set it aside. When I came home, it was completely dead. So there is a constant drain when the magazine is in. So that's just a note. Don't leave it, the magazine stowed in there. Not a big deal, just as long as you know ahead of time that it won't be ready if you leave it plugged into the gun as opposed to like plugged into a charger. So there's my pluses and my minuses. And there are not much of minuses and a whole lot of pluses. It is super easy to install. Obviously the battery goes in like a magazine does, and swapping out the bolt carrier is all it takes for the rest of the system. So taking it out, slides out, then you put a bolt carrier and a charging handle back in. The cool thing about this is every time I've taken it out, put it back in, I've not had to change the zero on the laser. There, through the ejection port is both the windage and elevation adjustments. So that's pretty cool that you don't have to like go through the magwell like on some other systems. But it has kept zero. I mean, I'm sure from like gun to gun, you'd have to change it, but like taking it out and putting it back in, I have not had to mess with the zero to get it to still have the same point of impact it had before I took it out. So I don't know what nanometer bullshit that the lasers do. It's in the literature and you can look it up online, and where it will tell you can get 70,000 or 100,000 trigger presses per full battery charge. It'll do 10 reps per second. I can't do 10 reps per second, so it's not really a concern. It does come in a couple of configurations. So I have the green laser. There's a red laser. I think there's one without a laser that just resets the trigger. And as of today, I think the website said that was like $200. Then the red laser was like $220. So I don't know why you would get it without a laser necessarily. But I got the green laser version, which I think currently showed at $250, and there's an IR version, so you can't see the laser, which is also $250. Now, the IR laser would be interesting because you don't get to see the results. So if you're blasting at your target, you can use sights and like you're supposed to, instead of just like, I'll keep just aiming the laser till it hits where I want. There are software programs out there. I currently use one I'm not going to mention because Mantis actually has their own laser software program called the Laser Academy. I don't have the Laser Academy. It's some software with a license and some hardware. You can run it off your phone with the camera. But I know there are ones out there that you can put an infrared camera on, like on your laptop, get like an infrared camera, plug that into your laptop, and then use the IR laser in the Blackbeard. So you're not seeing where your hits are, but it's recording where the hits are. So when you go review it later, only that can see it. It wouldn't really be applicable to like running with nods, because you can definitely see the IR laser under nods, but you can see a visible laser under nods as well. So it really is just meant to obscure the hit locations from the shooter until we go back and reference the software if you're using a software program. So the IR is kind of cool. The green is a little bit more usable for me because I have some ideas on how to set up multiple stages to shoot that you can run consecutively, like just clear this room, clear that room, that kind of deal, using the Blackbeard. And to cut down on training costs, run some workshops like that or study groups. Just got to get a couple more Blackbeards in the Tremis Dynamics arsenal in order to make that happen. And setting up a bunch of IR cameras would not be as easy as setting up a bunch of like tablets and then just link them all together on a network and run study groups and workshops classes, that kind of thing that way. So the green will work just fine for my purposes, but the IR does exist. The red would work as well. Some of the laser units I have for pistols are red. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to do red, green, I mean, if I recall correctly, the Rebel Alliance has red lasers and the Empire has green. So, you know, just if that matters to you. The green laser usually will be visible further away. So the potential with running a laser in a rifle is that you can set targets up further away because a rifle is designed to be used further away. So maybe the green laser is ideal for that. But I like the green laser. It's real easy to see. And so I'm going to get some more of these and get them into rotation so we can start putting together some curriculum based around using these inside our indoor shoot house. So you have that to look forward to. Overall, I'm going to keep using the hell out of this thing. My wife's probably going to get tired of these guys being all over the house, but makes clearing the house easy. And this makes it fun because, like, fun with lasers. What more fun could you have practicing with lasers? Okay, there's that. But otherwise, this is the most fun most of us will have. So hit the link below. I don't get any type of commission from Mantis if you go buy a Blackbeard. I just want to share it with you because I think it's a viable tool that if you're looking to get a bunch of free reps in, this thing costs less than a case of 5.56 ammo does. It costs less than a case of 5.56 ammo did back when prices were good. So this is a super affordable way to get a bunch of reps in. I don't see a downside to owning one and integrating that into your dry practice regimen, and then using it to alongside of things like Sims and live fire. So it is it's certainly something that I recommend that you take a look at and go ahead and pick one up. That's what I got. You all take it easy.